So in this step, you want to add in about 5 cups or 200 grams of salted pretzels into a food processor. This could also be done by hand. So in the next couple of short videos, I'm using my mini food processor to break down the salted pretzels to almost like fine granules. You don't want big chunks, make it as fine as possible. So if you were doing this by hand, you have to make sure they're super fine. So in this next step, you'll want to add in a 1/3 cup of granulated white sugar, and we're going to add in 12 tablespoons of melted butter, and then mix everything thoroughly. So in this next step, you're going to want to put the base layer, the crust, into a baking dish that, in my case, it was 8 inches by 8 inches by 1 3/4 deep, and that seemed to work out perfectly. And then you're going to want to pat that down with a silicone non-stick spatula, and I also used the bottom of a little round glass just to further compact the crust. So try that out and see how it goes for you. So in this step, after patting down the crust, I baked it at 325 for 15 minutes, and I found that was too long. Next time I would only bake it for like 5 minutes. That's it, because I found the crust a little bit tough. So in this step, we're going to be squeezing the juice of 1 lemon, and this is going to go into the filling, which is mainly cream cheese and heavy cream and some other ingredients, and you just check out my ingredient list in the below this video. In this video, I am pouring the filling on top of the baked crust, and then I'm going to spread it all out, and then cover it with plastic wrap, and pat it down, and then put this in the fridge. And the reason for putting the plastic wrap is to so it doesn't form a skin, and it stays nice and moist. And then put this in the fridge for a little bit while we prepare the Jello topping. So in this step, we're going to add a 1/3 cup cool water to 2 packages of gelatin, mix thoroughly, and then set it aside while we work on the next step. In this step, what I'm doing is adding 2 cups of water to a saucepan and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. Mix everything thoroughly. Keep it on medium high until it's fully dissolved. So in this step, I'm adding in 3 cups of fresh strawberries, and this is going to cook in the syrup solution for 15 minutes. Put this on a medium low temperature, barely boiling, and the strawberries will turn this syrup to a nice red color. So at this point, we want to add the gelatin we prepared earlier to this strawberry mix, and mix it thoroughly, and then we're going to have to let it cool. So once I poured the gelatin on top of the filling, I took those. I had another bunch of strawberries, and I think it was 2 or 3 cups, and I cut them in half, and then I placed them on top of the gelatin and just gave them a little poke with my finger just to submerge them in the gelatin. Pretty simple process. And the last step, after everything has been done and the strawberry submerged in the gelatin mix, I put this into my fridge for 3 hours, just to give it a long time to firm up, and the results were fantastic. And here's the final product. So my recommendation is refrigerate for at least 2 hours. I did it for 3, and you'll see after 2 hours, if it's firmed up, then you're fine. But give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours before you want to serve it to your family and friends. And that's about it. And just bon appetit.